Before we kick things off today, we just want to take a moment to pay tribute to Matt Beard. Matt has been such a figure in the women's game, not just for what he's achieved on the pitch, but for the way he's shown up with passion, respect, and belief in the players that he worked with. In a sport that hasn't always given women the platform they deserve, Matt stood out as a male coach who didn't just step into the women's game, he embraced it, championed it, and helped it grow. His leadership, his loyalty, and his love for the game have left a real mark, and for that, we just want to say thank you. Here's to Matt Beard for inspiring not only the team he's led, but also fans like us who see what true support for the women's game looks like. Rest in peace, Matt Beard. Anyone who wishes to pay tribute and pay respect to Matt Beard, there is a special mass at the Liverpool Metropolitan Cathedral led by Bishop Tom on Friday the 17th of October, 10:30 a.m. And we're back. We missed the game week, so we apologise for that. Lots and lots of stuff has happened, as you can imagine, in women's football. Everything with Matt Beard has obviously happened, which is really upsetting.
Yeah.
We've had a whole game week that we've missed. Yeah, it's just a really crazy time at the minute. So the games that we're focusing on, we're looking at game week 4. Obviously, Arsenal drop points. Man City go and beat London City Lionesses quite comfortably. Where do you want to start? I think it's probably best to start with Arsenal.
Yeah, you play first.
I'm probably the only Arsenal fan on the planet that celebrated the Aston Villa goal.
He's not even lying. Like, he was literally giddy in the living room over it, and I was like, "That's against your team." Why?
I mean, giddy's a bit far. I was just happy. I will refer back to episode 1 where I've said Arsenal don't look good. Arsenal give the ball away. Something's going on at the minute. And everyone in the comments was going, I don't agree. There you go. I don't know what it is. I said in the prediction video, I was worried about Arsenal. I said I was worried about the amount of players that we've brought in that play the same position.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. It's something, hopefully, that will get ironed out. But at the minute, it's a bit worrying. 1-1, Aston Villa.
Can I make a point? I said it'd be a draw.
You did. And yeah, you said 2-2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was close enough. I'd take a draw, and you went at the Emirates.
Yeah, I didn't see
at
it.
the Emirates. I think you could. This won't be the first you get where you end up dropping points in games that you probably should really have won.
I didn't see it happening at the Emirates. But then when you watch it and you look at how kind of it's the same problem as last year. It's the same problem that we had with Jonas. We play teams that sit behind the ball and are hard to break down, and we can't do it. We really seem to struggle with it. And I thought that having so many attacking-minded players and all these different creative players coming in, that would be the solution to it. But it clearly isn't. And I am a bit worried about next week. You're not the same kind of team in that, so we should be all right. But I
doubt it.
No, you don't sit behind the ball.
You
allow. You don't allow, like, you don't just sit and wait.
No.
You really go and you counter attack, and Kirsten Kasparov gets forward and Nawabi gets forward, which we'll get onto very soon. But yeah, I think we'll exploit your space. But when you watch us and we've got all of the ball and the team really sits behind us, you just look at it and you're like, we're crossing the ball into nothing. We're going out wide all the time, crossing it in, and there's nobody there. And all I was doing was complaining about modern football throughout the whole game.
Yeah, it was.
Because it's just boring. It's boring. Everyone plays out wide and they cross it in and no one's in the box, and then they get it back out. They go back out wide, they cross it in and nothing's there again. It's boring.
I did read something. I can't remember whose I'd seen it on. So if you watch the podcast and I've stolen your point, I do apologise. But I did see something. I think it was a comment on someone's video about Arsenal the other day, and it said along the lines of, what do people expect? You can't expect a massive change considering Rene was actually Jonas's assistant.
Yeah,
so things weren't ever going to be massively different. And I know that Arsenal fans are all saying, well, we won the Champions League, we're going to win it again. But at the end of the day, whatever you are doing right now isn't really working. And people are going to say, yeah, well, we've won games. You have won games, but Villa was a game that you should have won, and you didn't.
I agree with that, but I think I think Jonas was very different in terms of his kind of tactics and the way that he kind of sees football very different. Where I think
Mm,
Renee, she works with what we've got. So I think all we need to really do is really work out the plan that we want in terms of attacking. Like we know that when you have Caitlin Ford on the left, she's gonna get out really wide and she's gonna create something from that far side. And when you've got Mead and Kelly and Smith, they all cut in. So it's like to have Beth Mead on one side and then have Olivia Smith on the other side. It's the same problem we had with Jonas, where you're making both wings really narrow because they're both going that way. Where you need one to go that way and one to go in, and it makes the pitch bigger. And when you play on the Emirates, the pitch is massive, so you need to use all of that space. And when you're playing against a team that sits behind the ball, you really need to use that space of the pitch, and they just didn't do that. And they made it so easy for Villa. Like you can literally
yeah.
see Rachel Daly just moving into little pockets of space and just waiting for the ball to come. Like she knows that Arsenal are going to give it away, so she just waits in the little pockets of space, ready for the counter attack.
Yeah.
It was tough, and I'll I'll just say it. Like when the goal went in, I was really happy because I was like, finally, we there's a problem because we were just kind of getting away with stuff, and it's similar to what I was saying about Chelsea, in that they get it done, um, but I just didn't think we would. And when that goal went in, I was just like straight away, look, here we go, finally, like we have something to address now.
I mean, when you look at the stats from it, it was Lucy Parker that ended up scoring in the end. And to be fair, it was a pretty good goal.
Yeah, it was good play.
And I think Villa deserved a draw. I think they were very, very, very equal. Now, if we look at percentages and stuff, Arsenal fans are going to be like, well, it was only 33% possession for them. But
No, but that
at the end
proves
of
the
the
point.
day, possession
No, but
isn't
that
everything.
proves the point.
You need to have goals to be able to
Yeah,
draw
they
and
just
win games. And
counterattacked.
I think it maybe is being the boot up the butt that Arsenal need.
Well, we don't know yet. We haven't played.
I just wish that we weren't playing you on Saturday.
Yeah, that's
It
the
will
thing.
be a derby in our house. We will be at the game. Expect drama on the match day vlog because I will probably have a paddy at some point like I did last time. But I think Arsenal need to sort things out, and you have got so many players that have the potential to play unreal for you guys. You've got like Kyra Cooney Cross, and you brought in Jenna Knights
Yeah, Swanga.
Wonga. I can never pronounce her name. And you're not utilising them. And I think, and I know Ian Wright said this as well. When you're looking at it from kind of an outsider point of view, you would think that Rene would try and utilise those other players, especially because you're playing in 4 competitions by the end of this season. And your team that you've got at the minute, because there is no rotation like Chelsea have got, like City have got, it could be what lets you down. It could be what stops you getting into that top 3. Because when I looked last time, when the game finished on Sunday, I made a point of screenshotting it and putting it in the squad goals chat, saying, Arsenal fans, how do you feel? Do you need tissues? Because Arsenal were 5th now.
Yeah, but that's only a few games in. But like,
Still.
I would say that Arsenal are the only team that are rotating. City are only rotating because they've got injuries, and Chelsea are really only rotating for the same reason. Arsenal were rotating in terms of we started with who played on the left to start with. I think it might have been Beth, but Caitlin Ford came on and played really well. So then she started the next game. Olivia Smith then didn't start in one of the bigger games. Um, and Chloe Kelly did, I believe. I can't remember exactly who it was, but we've definitely swapped the wingers around a lot. It's really only like Kim Little and Caldente that haven't really come out, and the back four. They're the only ones that haven't really changed because they've not needed to. They're our strong points, but you know, having Russo starts and then Stina will come on, and then you've got Frida who drops into the 10 and stuff like that. And we do have the rotation. The rotation is definitely there, and we're doing it on purpose. We need to pick the right game plan to go with the right rotation is my issue. Like you need to have Ford and Smith or Ford and Mead. You can't have Smith and Mead. Like it doesn't work.
No.
They both cut in. It's the same problem that City had last season when they had Chloe Kelly and they had Hemp and
Yep.
Chloe Kelly and they were both cutting inside and just not using the space properly.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
I remember Jonas saying that he wanted another winger that stayed out wide for this particular reason.
Well, I just hope that Arsenal aren't looking for a win on Saturday, and I may eat my words with this when we film on Sunday
Yeah.
this week. But I genuinely, looking at how, and I know people are going to say we played London City Lionesses, but how we've started our season, bar losing to Chelsea, which they won everything last season, bar the Champions League. Like, it was never going to be an easy game. I think we've got the potential to beat you on Saturday. Either that or it'll be a high scoring draw.
We'll have to talk about it properly when we go into the preview. But I think we
Yeah.
need to talk about City because the stuff that's going on with City in the minute, I think, plays a massive part into the game coming up.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of injuries yet again already. But we did look quite strong on Sunday, considering that. I think we played really well.
In moments.
It was back to, I think it definitely was end to end football.
Yeah,
London City
weird.
Lionesses played a lot better than I expected, and I know the scoreline wouldn't suggest that. But we also have got to be mindful that City got 2 pens.
Yeah.
Bunny Shaw had 2 pens. Within how many minutes was it? Within
We can't
20 minutes of each other.
we can't say that like it's like a Liverpool men's situation where they get gifted penalties.
No,
It's
it
like
was definitely a penalty.
genuinely, especially the second one. The second one,
Yeah.
Bunny gets absolutely clattered in the box.
I think there was a lot of clumsiness from the London City defence.
They just got desperate.
Mistakes were made, and to be fair, Nikita Paris, we've got to give it to her because she just kept going and going and going.
Especially
And she
in the
did
first
score
half.
their only goal in the first half, but then she kind of died down a little bit in the second. But I don't want to take away from London City Lionesses because I think they did play well. Under the circumstances, they did play well. They came in a lot stronger than I expected. And with how the game started, I was like, oh, God, we're going to end up kind of drawing with them. And I did say before kickoff, we were 100% it was going to end up being a draw because they could have ended up being our bogey team. But City did it. We got it across the line in the end. I'm very grateful that we did because it's now put us third. We were second, but we're now third because Chelsea won that game.
I don't want to just skip over the whole City game.
Oh, we're not skipping over the whole City game, but I'm just my points.
Because there's some really big moments. London City Lionesses had really big moments in that game and played some really good football at times. But also City they done what City normally do this season in that they gave a lot of chances away. Gracie Pryor really struggled.
Gracie did massively
on the
struggle.
ball, really struggled, which I've never really seen. I don't know if it's a thing of kind of her and Alex Greenwood. I know I've mentioned previously kind of when City have the ball defensively and they're trying to keep possession, the way that Greenwood sometimes blocks off certain passes doesn't benefit City at all. In some of it, she stands really close to the goalkeeper sometimes, and it doesn't allow the goalkeeper to play the pass to the fullback. So what happens is it ends up blocking it off. So a lot of the time, it looks like Kiara Keaton or Yama or whoever's just giving the ball away when it's in fact that part of the pitch, the left side, is blocked off. So I do think they got that side better, but then Gracie really struggled on the other side.
Gracie does seem to be struggling, doesn't she, at the minute? And
I think that was the one game that she's had a slip up in. I think otherwise she's really good at recovering, but I don't know. It was just a couple of times in that game she just really struggled, but she didn't come off. So
no, so clearly, Andre thought she was doing something right.
Yeah, and you got to be really careful with younger players, haven't you? If you take it off at that point, you don't know where their confidence is going to go. So
no, and to be fair,
glad she stayed on.
I take my hat off to Gracie because she really was. Her and Lily Murphy were both massively thrown in the deep end last season, with all our injury crisis and stuff, and she has earned a place in that team. I just think on Sunday she did struggle just a tiny bit, to keep up with the pace of everything, but we got it over the line, didn't we? And Bunny Shaw got a 9.2 rating on Flash Scores. Can we just?
Bunny Shaw was on fire. I do think she's getting to that point now where it is just going to be very consistent as usual.
Let me find my stat while you're talking about her.
She did struggle in the first part of the season with. She really struggles with headers.
Yep.
It's a really weird thing. Like, she gets in some great positions, and then when the ball's coming into the box, it kind of just hits the top of her head a lot of the time.
So, Bunny Shaw, I had this stat actually, and then deleted it by accident. Obviously, she took a brace on Sunday, so that leads her to have 80 goal contributions in 75 WSL games.
That's ridiculous.
And you think she was out most of the season last season?
Wow.
Just unreal. She is an absolute baller. Absolute baller.
She's just so physical, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's so quick. She's so strong that she does just hold players off, and her brain like is just on fire. Where she just gets in really good areas. You can see her as soon as the ball goes out wide. She's just like she maneuvers her way right into the right space. She knows when the ball's going to go across the floor. She knows if it's going to be lofted, and she moves exactly how she needs to. And she's a striker out and out.
She's unreal. She is
I'll tell you
unreal.
what else was unreal.
Can I guess?
Ponytail Viv.
Ponytail Viv actually really, really confused me because I was like, Hemp's injured. Where's
Yeah.
Viv? And then it was like, oh, it's Viv because
Just
she
looked
just
like a
looked
really
like
tall
Lauren.
Hemp, didn't she?
But she played really well. She did play really well. And there were a couple of times she got a bit of a knock, and I was like, oh, she's gone down. She's going to be injured.
I think
but
she's
she was
turning.
actually
She's
okay.
turning into, and I really hope people get this reference of like when Wayne Rooney stopped playing as a striker and started moving back into midfield. Like she's giving me that kind of vibe in terms of that she's very much kind of quarterback style where she'll get it and she'll just spread the play and then she just kind of makes her way as a late run into the box and then that's how that goal happens. She gets it, she plays it, it goes out wide and she just kind of slowly gets into the box and she's there for the header for 1-0. And I just think she's getting to the point now where it's just she's just like in the nicest way she's stat padding because she's doing what she needs to do for her role. She doesn't need to be chasing players down and making tackles in the middle of the pitch. You got Yui for that. She's got Grace Clinton for that. She does what she needs to do on the ball. She gets it done. And we'll talk about Grace Clinton soon.
Yeah, can I just put a point out there? It was unreal to see Rachel Adedini at the age of 16 on the Man City bench. Now, I have looked into this, and the plan, I think, according to what I was watching earlier, is for her to follow the same pathway that Gracie Pryor did, Lily Murphy did, Cody Thomas, all the ones that big shout out to those three actually. But those that have kind of progressed through from the academy and jumped straight up to the first team. And she's got potential. In the warm up, she looked amazing.
But she's also been doing
on the ball.
She's been doing really well in the France under-17.
Yeah,
she's got quite a few goals in there, so yeah, she's definitely one to watch.
City of the future. And for me, on a personal note, I loved Sunday, and I apologise to Charlie for this and anybody else because there was quite a lot of footage that I missed at the City game because I spent more time filming something else. What might I have been filming, Charlie? If London City Lionesses happened to have been back at City.
Just a certain centre-back that plays for London City Lionesses.
Alana was back, guys. Alana came home. I am devastated. We got kicked out before we had a chance to say hello to her, but I'm happy for Connie and Louisa that they did get to see her. But having her back was just amazing. Didn't get to see her play, but we saw her warm up. It was lovely to see the reunions between like her and Alice Greenwood and Naomi Lazel and Laura Coombs and I just feel at peace in life now. Like Alana's been back. But it really hurt my head because you had Alana warming up on one side and then you had Rebecca warming up on the other side. So for me, my brain was like, hang on, this is weird because now two of my favourite players that look very similar on the pitch at the same time. But I enjoyed it. It was great. Charlie was sick of me by the time it came to editing the vlog because how many clips of Alana did I send you? About 16?
There was a lot, yeah.
There was a lot. Guys, that won't be the case on Sunday. Saturday. Why do I keep saying Sunday? I'm so used to Sunday kickoff.
Oh, it's Saturday, isn't it?
It's on Saturday. Saturday, 12 o'clock kickoff. It is on Sky.
Scared.
But it'll be fine. Should we go on to match preview or do you want to talk about...
There's just something I want to bring up about City. In terms of...
God, what have we done?
In terms of what City need to work on going forward, what would you, as a City fan, what would you say that is the kind of thing that's holding them back at the minute?
You're asking me positional.
No, just in general.
I think just our ability to keep the ball and be able to score because, yes, we won 4-1, but there seems to be almost a lack of communication between the midfield and the forwards, and that's what we're lacking. Is that what you were hoping I'd say?
It's similar.
I know my team. I'm just rubbish with positions.
I think they're really missing out on obviously Hemp, but Carolyn as well.
Also injured.
I really think when she comes back, she'll have a really good season
Yeah.
because she's so good. She's so good, and the reason that I wanted to highlight that is because at the weekend, Grace Clinton was playing left wing, and I've been onto
I love Grace Clinton already. I'm really sorry, but I love Grace Clinton already.
I've been onto my Grace Clinton representative, who is Connor Roberts from All for United Women.
You can't reference him when you've got City
just to
behind you. I'm joking, Connor.
just
We
to
love
have
you.
a conversation with him about Grace Clinton, because I just said to him, obviously I've seen that Grace Clinton's played on the wing, and that was kind of the like for like swap with Jess Park. But I just wanted to ask him in terms of playing on the wing where she wasn't, and he said that to his knowledge, that Grace Clinton has never played on the left wing for United, so it is a fairly new position for her to play on the left wing.
She did good though.
And I just think she played well, but she didn't play as a left winger. And I think that if she continues to do that, I think you'll really struggle at the weekend, because what's happening is, because she's playing on the left wing, she's kind of drifting into the middle as if she's playing in the midfield again. So you're almost dropping into like a 3 at the back and then a 5, which then causes Uabi to play as a left wing, which then leaves you really vulnerable at the back, which means Alex Greenwood pretty much has to kind of sweep all the way across the left side and back to the middle. And just to put it out there, on that side will be Olivia Smith, Beth Mead, or Chloe Kelly.
Chloe Kelly is not gonna. I'm really sorry, and this is not in any disrespect to her. She's good at what she does, but she is not gonna get a good reception at City.
No,
if
that's
she
fine.
does, I'll be very surprised.
That's fine. That's part of football. But I just think that in terms of the tactical battle, I think is where City will struggle. If they are going to play Grace Clinton in there, I don't think so. I think Carolyn will be back, because nothing's really come out of her.
Yeah, he's not
So-
actually said anything
so-
about her yet.
Fingers crossed she comes back for my fantasy team. Nothing else.
He wants to watch Arsenal lose because he is City's biggest. No,
No,
Arsenal's biggest City fan.
I am Arsenal's biggest City fan, but
He is wearing an Arsenal shirt on Saturday though.
God, this is the most ADHD podcast we've ever done.
Yeah.
This is mad.
It's bad, guys. I'm really sorry. Well, you all love us though, so it's fine.
I'm playing word association.
It really is.
Yeah, I just worry about that left side for City in general. Like, it's gonna be a tough one. But I'm under the impression that Carolyn's gonna be back. And then I think it will be a stalemate in terms of that. But if Grace Clinton does play on that side and she plays exactly how she did against London City Lionesses, I do really worry, and I do worry that we will just play like 1 or 2 passes, and Olivia Smith or Beth Mead or Chloe Kelly or whoever we decide to play on that wing is going to have a free reign. Alex Greenwood's going to get dragged out of position, play Russo in, swap it to the other wing. Bang!
You can all quote him on that next week when
Absolutely.
Arsenal lose 3-1.
But yeah, that's all my preview for Arsenal City, actually. That's all I reckon that's going to happen.
Fair enough. I feel like Charlie said everything, so I don't even need to say
Because
it.
I genuinely just think it's going to be a really boring draw. If
I
Carolyn
reckon
plays.
3-1. I reckon 3-1.
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, wait.
Dependent on who we've got in goal.
Oh, no, I don't want the game to happen.
Why?
It's Katie Reid versus Bunny Shaw.
Right,
Oh.
City are going to win 3-1. You've heard it here first.
I'm
guys.
sorry, but if that's not a test, then if Katie Reid comes through that game and Bunny Shaw does not score and she gets pocketed by Katie Reid, whoa,
I doubt it.
whoa, we got
I
a
doubt
player
it,
on our
but
hands.
we'll see. I reckon it's going to be a
That's
3-1.
going to be a
though.
test, though. Steph Catley and
Yeah.
Katie Reid versus Bunny Shaw. Wow.
Yeah, and I feel like because Bunny is full fitness
And on fire.
and Viv, yeah.
Oh, what a
you
game.
lot need to be scared. We
Kim
will
Little's just
either
gone apart.
we will be happily
Wow.
married, or I won't be not speaking to you if you lot win on Saturday.
Do you know what? I'm
I
well
can't
looking
go
forward to
through-
that then.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very nervous, but I'm
It's a good
also
game.
very excited. Should we talk about another team that we don't really recall liking ever, according to my father-in-law? I'm gonna throw my stats at you for this week if you're happy with preview. Chelsea have won 26. Well, they've played 26 games unbeaten. 22 games in the 24-25 season and 4 games in the 25-26.
Oh, yeah, they're still unbeaten.
Yes, they are still unbeaten.
Oh, that just clocked in my head.
Yeah. So, and then our back top of the
Mate,
table.
Did I predict 4-0?
For
I
Chelsea?
think I did.
I don't know.
I think I did on our TikTok.
And West Ham had someone sent off, which makes the situation even worse for them. But it was literally, like, obviously, it's really difficult now for us to talk about other games. Like, this weekend will be absolutely fine because we play on Saturday each other, coincidentally. And then all the other games are on Sunday, apart from Chelsea United on Friday night, which will be a good game and I'm going live for. But it's really hard because all the games are at once. So unless we spend hours going back and rewatching all the games, we just have to rely on what we see on kind of like flash scores, from Mob, all that jazz. But Chelsea were 3-0 up 15 minutes in.
They were.
And then there was no way West Ham were coming back from that. They had someone sent off. Chelsea just ended it, and that was it. There was no way West Ham were coming back from that. And I said that I thought West Ham would do probably better than Leicester, but at this moment in time, that's not the case.
I've said this for 3 seasons at
It's
West
now
Ham.
West Ham and Liverpool are the bottom 2. You've then got Villa at the 10th, London City Lionesses are 9th, on the same points as Leicester and Everton, and then you get to 6th. So you've got Brighton on 7, Arsenal on 8, Tottenham on 9, City on 9, United on 10, and Chelsea on 12.
I mean, we shouldn't be looking at the table yet. It's still
We
so
shouldn't,
early.
but I'm satisfied by the fact that City were second by the end of the
Still
season.
early.
He's saying this now because Arsenal are fifth.
No. It's just 4 games in.
But Tottenham have had a strong start. 4 games, 6 goals, 2 clean sheets, and 9 points. Best start they've had for a long time.
They're rubbish.
They're still not great.
They just
but...
got peppered 5-1 by you lot. How are they having a good season?
Yeah, but they've won 3 out of 4 games. There's only us that have beaten them.
Yeah, but they've just about won them.
Well, I'm just going off WSL stats.
I don't like Tottenham.
Don't not quote WSL.
I don't like Tottenham.
He doesn't like Tottenham, but if no, I won't go there. Also, something going on to someone that I really like, and one of my favourite podcasts actually, aside from our own, is the Daily Brightness. And do you know what brightened my day today?
Go on.
Rachel Daly was awarded an MBE.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Love that.
She was awarded an MBE earlier on today, which I think is really, really cool. Really cool. I've
Good
not got many more.
today.
Yeah, today. Just as we film the podcast. But 2 other points I'm going to make, and then my little ADHD predictions will be on a separate video because I feel like I'm going to have ADHD'd everybody out tonight. Apologies, guys. But Mary Fowler, she may be injured. Right. She may be on our bench. Do you know what she's been doing this week? Rocking Paris Fashion Week.
Oh,
she is the first female footballer to ever participate in London Fashion Week. And she looked insane.
That's cool.
And it gave me hope because she was walking and she was able to bend her knee. So every cloud, guys, every cloud. And she's actually due back at the end of November.
It was good to see her and Lily in the squad photos.
Yeah, it was.
That was good.
I did feel, look, this is...
Wow, she looks well different.
You don't know if you can all see that, Mary Fowler.
Wow.
It was good to see them all in the team photo, although poor Lily, you could notice that her shoulder was a little bit lower down. We did see her on Sunday after the game and she seemed okay, didn't she? So it's all good. Well, I don't think she'll be back anytime soon, which is really sad. And we're just adding to our injury list again already. Shocker. Just call us injury FC. Now, last point, before we do start bench sell, which has been sent in by one of our biggest fans this week. It's not football related. You know we are a women's football podcast, but I feel like we need to just congratulate the Red Roses because they have won the Women's Rugby World Cup. And they are a cool looking bunch. Like, I have gone through and followed most of them on our social media because I just think they look really cool. And they beat Canada. And Canada had to fundraise for their own training and facilities and stuff for this. So hard times for them, but big up Red Roses. The women have literally run sports this summer. The women have won the Euros, the men haven't, and the women have won the Rugby World Cup, and the men also haven't. So big up
women.
The women. Big up women.
Oh, who cares, right? Nah, I'm joking. Don't you think it's funny though? I was looking at all the comments of the Red Roses. Didn't see any like
no hate
who cares or all that. Didn't see any of that.
There was actually no hate comments.
Didn't
and it
see
really
that at all.
agitated me because I was like,
Funny that, isn't it?
Yeah. Funny that.
Football's unprotected. Anyway.
On that note, we will do start bench sell. Start bench sell has been sent in by our lovely number one fan, Hannah. Who her dad has sent us it. Let me just find it. Oh, sorry. Lucy Bronze is back in training, guys. Getting distracted. She'll be back for the Lionesses game. Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Start bench sell this week, and there was an added note at fitness, full fitness.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, ready?
Hi Charlie and Kirsty, this is my start bench sell for this week's podcast. First we've got Hasegawa, then Carolyn and Hem.
Oh, that's difficult, man.
That we're going back to the Alana, Lucy,
Ah.
Rebecca sitch for me. I would play Yui because she is on fire.
I don't
Okay, I would play Yui because she's on fire, unless she gets exhausted, and then I'd bench her so she can have a rest. Okay, I'm tactical here, right? You're not getting a direct answer tonight, guys. So I'd play Yui, but if she was tired, I'd bench her. I can't. I would. Right, we're benching Yui so she can have a break. Okay, we're not doing it on form. We're doing it so she can rest. Yui can play.
It's literally full fitness.
Yeah, no, but she's tired. Yui's tired, and I can't because I don't want to get rid of Hemp or Carolyn. Oh, Hannah, you've literally boggled my mind. This is harder than Lucy, Lani, and Rebecca. Go on. Go on. No, you got to. Go on. Well, pretend your wife isn't a City fan.
I would start Yui Hasegawa.
Okay, he is Japan's number one fan. It is behind us in the background.
I would bench Carolyn. And I would sell him. Yeah, I would.
Right, I'm sorry. Sell is not an option. We're in a transfer embargo and we can't sell or buy anyone in. So I start Yui and bench Carolyn and Hemp.
Red lining, man. I'll be honest, it's just purely when she came back from injury, I just don't think she's hit the heights that she did previously. And I think Carolyn's ceiling's a lot higher than Hemps's. In terms of ability, I genuinely think Carolyn is so good at what she does. She really reminds me of when I first went to Man City watching Hemp. Like Hemp would just skip past players, and I think now she's becoming more of a kind of Man City player in that she gets it down and she plays it more. Where Carolyn is so direct at times, she just skips past people like they're not even there. So yeah, I'd bench Carolyn and I'd sell Hemp.
Okay.
And make lots of money.
Yeah, I'm in a transfer embargo. Sorry, guys. I'm not selling.
Starting them all.
I'm not selling anyone this week. If you would like to be the person that does our start bench sale next week, head over to our Instagram. It is in our bio somewhere. Linked.
It should be
somewhere. To send us one over. We will do it, and you can brain boggle us like you have tonight. Right, that's it from us then until Sunday, when we'll actually have been able to watch all the games this weekend. We may be talking, we may not. We will be critical of each other's football team. One of us will be happy, one of us will be sad.
We'll do it over Zoom.
We will do it over Zoom. Might be in different rooms. I also just want to end on a really serious note. If anybody has been affected by Matt Beard or is struggling with their mental health right now, we will attach some of the contact numbers that you can contact to get support. There's helplines out there, there's Samaritans. And yeah, take care of yourself, guys.